What's going on, internet? Welcome back to another Slapper Cat product review. I'm LaBarbecue, and today we're going to be reviewing another Elgato product.
Barbecue.
Now, before we get started into this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all the socials. All the descriptions are down below, and let's get into it. All right, today we're going to be looking at the Elgato Camlink 4K.
This is 4K! How did they get you at 4K?
Get caught in 4K, boy. Last week we reviewed the Elgato Wave 3 microphone, and I gave my thoughts, opinions, and review on that, so you can go look at that next if you want to. The Elgato Camlink 4 is for camcorders, DSLRs, anything that's pretty much not just a regular USB web camera. I used to use the Logitech 920. I have it in my background. I use it for my other angle, which is this one right here. So as you can see, the big quality difference and my messy ass room. So yeah, that's part of the reason that I upgraded or wanted to try to get into using my camera to be my web camera for my streams. Now, the Elgato Camlink 4K runs you about 112 right now, which is very surprising and very confusing when you go look at it on Amazon. Now, I have it up right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. There are two different versions of this. There's the Elgato Camlink 4K, and then there's the Elgato Camlink. And for some reason, the Elgato Camlink 4K is much cheaper than the Elgato Camlink that just does 1080p. So I was very confused about that when I was going to buy it. And like when I was first interested in looking at this product, there was no 4K option. So I mean, I was willing and ready to buy the Camlink for $200. Now, when this happened, I thought they might have been confused on the product. I was not understanding why the newer, better product was cheaper than the older one. Now at $112 right now, I think this is a steal of a deal. I mean, it's only on sale for a few dollars off, but it's better than paying $130 for it. So I think this is a steal right now. And for the 1080 version, which is $200 right now, I really can't think of a reason that you would buy the 1080 version over the 4K version. I really don't understand why anyone will buy it. Now, I think that Elgato is confused. I don't want to make the block hot, but if you are interested in ever using an Elgato Camlink for your DSLR or mirrorless camera, I think now is for sure the time to buy one of these Camlinks, just in case you plan on upgrading in the future. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, I used to use the Elgato HDS capture card, the external one, and it died on me because I bought it refurbished, blah blah blah. So I was using that actually for this camera, so it worked with this camera as well, but that one died. So I was just like, okay, what am I going to do to replace it? Am I going to get another external capture card? Am I going to try to buy another internal one? There is an option for that, and this option is the Elgato Camlink, and I so far have been enjoying my purchase, and it works great with my camera. And I haven't mentioned this yet, but I do use a Sony Alpha 6000, the Sony A6000, or however you want to call it. That's the camera I'm using right now, and that's why I'm looking so beautiful right now and so clean and crisp and clear. These two products together work really good. So if you are looking to upgrade your stream, I'm telling you, using a DSLR or a mirrorless camera like this, they work really well. Now, as for how you use it, or if you're looking into that, I'll give you some explanation right now. Now, I can't unplug it and show you and flip it around and all that stuff, but I can explain it to you in pretty good detail of how to use it. So as you can see on the box, there is a USB port right here. Sorry, there's a USB port right here, and there's the HDMI slot. It's pretty simple. You plug the USB 3.0 into, I would suggest using a 3.0 slot as well. You plug that in to your computer. I'd suggest also plugging it straight into your computer, not using a hub or anything. If you have some extra slots that you want to use, I would suggest using it for something like this if you want to have the best quality and best connection to your computer. Then there is also an HDMI slot. You use the HDMI to go up into your camera, which you should have HDMI micro connection on the camera's end so it can work with the camera, obviously. And then, as I said last time, there is also software. If you're a streamer or you use any Elgato products right now or capture card to capture gameplay, then you already know how the game capture software works. Now, this is me using the Elgato software. Actually, I'm not using the Streamlabs software anymore, so I am showing you guys what it's going to look like if you have the Camlink 4K. Right now I'm using the 1080p quality, and it's just that simple. You plug it up, and I also have the HD 60 Pro in my internal computer, so if you want to look at it via the software, you just click on it and you can view it that way. Also, I've noticed that you cannot use both at the same time. If you have Streamlabs up and you're using the camera, you cannot view it as well on your stream. So I've run into that issue a few times. I have it when you do it on Streamlabs, it will freeze your computer or whatever it stopped at, and you won't be able to look at it. That's the only issue or negative that I've seen so far. It can't duplicate. But as I said, if you're familiar with the streaming software, then this is pretty much simple, and this is how it works. I would suggest also, if your camera does have sound activated, turn it down, or you're going to be hearing yourself double. Or yeah, it would be in game audio right here, so you have to turn yourself down in order to not get very loud echoing sound. But yeah, it's also really compact. It's really out of the way. You don't really have to worry about it being too messy. You have to account for 2 cables, and I haven't said this yet, but you have to have a dummy battery or backup battery if you're using something like the Sony a6000. Don't get discouraged or annoyed, because I was when I found that out. But you have to have a dummy battery. You can't just keep it charged all the time. You have to have a second dummy battery, something that you just plug into your camera and then plug into the wall to keep it charged the whole time while you're streaming, so your camera doesn't die. And thankfully, the one I bought off Amazon, just Google it, whatever camera you have, just type it in on Amazon, and they don't run too much, surprisingly. You just get the dummy battery and it lasts you pretty much however long you want to stream. It's never died on me, because it stays charged the whole time, or at least keeps it on. So yeah, that's one suggestion I have. And for the cords, it's 2 cables. If you're very into cable management, make sure that you are prepared for your cable management. If you're one of those nerds like I am, I cannot have a bunch of cables running around, even though I have one right here in the background. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So also, it works very smoothly with the software, other than that issue that I brought up a little bit ago, that you can't use it in 2 places at once. That kind of sucks, because that's something I was very accustomed to with the HD 60S, the external capture card. But that feature doesn't really matter too much to me, because I'm not using it all the time. But it's nice to not have your camera just freeze on stream when you're trying to do something. But in all, it slaps. I do suggest buying this right now. If you're ever interested in getting a DSLR camera or any other camera that's not a USB camera, I would suggest getting it right now while it's on sale, and while they don't understand that the 4K one is cheaper than the 1080p one. And I've did my research too. I actually looked into it. Like, they do the same thing, but this one is 4K. It goes up to a higher quality, and it's just cheaper. So I don't understand what Elgato is doing with that. If anybody understands that, let me know in the comments down below. That's gonna be it for me today. If you learned anything from this content, or if you just enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, everything down below. I appreciate you guys. I do enjoy making these reviews, product reviews for Slapper Cap. Just make sure you watch it to keep me motivated. I'll see you guys next time for whatever I'll be reviewing on the next Slapper Cap review. Goodbye.
Yes sir, did you like that video? Me too, because I made it. I know it's good. If you did like that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe. Make sure you have that bell turned on for notifications for when I make a new video. Also, you can catch me on any of the socials down below. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those. I'm on there. That's it. See you guys later.